NPR.
Here's how Yul Kwon usually introduces himself in social situations.
Just usually say I work at Google. And if they ask me more questions, I don't know. I kind of feel weird about saying what I do. And if they really press me on well, I don't know, what is your title? It's well, I'm like a VP there.
Yeah, I mean, Yul says he's a pretty introverted guy. And that actually might be surprising for people who know him from something he did back in 2006.
It comes down to one vote left. The winner of Survivor Cook Islands.
That's right. Yul Kwon is one of 47 people on the planet who have won the legendary reality TV show Survivor. This is Legendary Economics Podcast, The Indicator from Planet Money. I'm Waylon Wong.
And I'm Darian Woods. Survivor is roughly halfway through its 50th season. And one way to look at this long-running reality TV series is as a microcosm of the workplace. Sometimes there's collaboration, and sometimes there's scheming.
Yes, there are complex social dynamics at play and plenty of game theory. So today on the show, 3 previous Survivor winners tell us about their careers before the show and the skills they learned on the job that helped them come out on top.
This message comes from LinkedIn, who knows an empty seat can cost small businesses more than just space. That's why LinkedIn Hiring Pro makes it easy to fill that seat with the right candidate, streamlining everything from posting jobs to shortlisting talent. Nearly 60% of businesses find someone to interview in the first week. Hire right the first time. Get started by posting your job for free at linkedin.com/NPR. Terms and conditions apply.
This message comes from Progressive Insurance. Do you ever think about switching insurance companies to see if you could save some cash? Progressive makes it easy to see if you could save when you bundle your home and auto policies. Try it at Progressive.com. Progressive Casualty Insurance Company and Affiliates. Potential savings will vary. Not available in all states.
This message comes from Capella University. You know that feeling when there's a spark building inside you, that you were meant for more? That's your own drive, pushing you towards what's next. Capella University gets that. With their FlexPath learning format, you can set the pace and earn your degree without putting life on pause. You've built experience and know what you're capable of. Now, this is your time to turn that momentum into more. The only real question is, what can't you do? Learn more at capella.edu.
If you've never seen Survivor before, here's the basic premise. You take about 20 strangers and maroon them on an island. They have to work together for food, water, and shelter. They're competing in physical challenges, and they're recorded 24/7 and edited for maximum TV drama.
During the season, the contestants start voting each other off the island. And then when there are only a couple of people left, all of the eliminated contestants vote on the winner. The prize is $1 million, and there's lying involved, manipulation, plenty of social engineering.
And for Yul, at least, some game theory, strategy and trying to maximize results.
One thing I used is a strategy called tit for tat. You start off being nice, and as long as the other person's nice, you keep being nice. But you don't take crap, right? If the other person tries to hurt you, you retaliate. But if the other person starts working with you again, you don't hold grudges, you start cooperating with them again.
Before competing on Survivor, Yul was a management consultant at McKinsey. Other contestants have been cops, firefighters, office workers, and surgeons.
Kyle Frazier, the winner of Survivor 48, was an attorney before the show, and his legal training was useful on Survivor. He told us that in law school around 5 years ago, he got to defend a client at trial, which is rare for a law student to do. In his opening argument at that trial, he just owned it.
I'm a law student. I haven't even studied evidence yet. I didn't say that. But I made clear to them that I care about this case and that I'm going to do my best to advocate for my client. I think that we connected with the jury more than the seasoned prosecutor who had probably 15, 20 years under her belt at that time.
Years later, Kyle had to present something like a closing argument on Survivor. And remember, he had to make his case to everyone he had helped vote off earlier in the season. Kyle decided to use the same strategy. He came totally clean.
And so I had to make clear that I care about each and every one of you, that you saw exactly who I am as a person. But at the end of the day, the allegiances that I have to my fiance, now wife back home, and my family trump everything. And I hope you can understand that. And that's my pitch.
Survivor is a complex social game. Winning takes navigating fragile interpersonal dynamics and building trust with people who have $1 million incentive to lie to you.
Savannah Louie worked as a TV station reporter before winning last year's Survivor 49. She says the interpersonal skills she honed during her career came in handy on Survivor.
I've been unintentionally training for Survivor for the past decade because of my work as a journalist. And so I thought that I could use those people skills to get the right people to trust me.
The right people. Because again, much of Survivor involves lying. So the last thing you want to do is think someone is your ally when in fact they're conspiring to oust you. Here's Savannah on an episode of Survivor putting the screws on someone she thought was planning on voting her out.
I know Christina wants me gone so bad. So I'll just be real. I am someone who's very direct. If I want to know who you're voting for, I'm going to ask you, who are you voting for?
Who else are you considering?
Who else are you considering?
Savannah told us that her pointed question came right from her reporter's toolkit.
So one of the things that I learned as a journalist is to be very direct with people when you're questioning them. She was so flustered, and I could tell in that moment, she's obviously going against me or my allies. She's someone who I can't trust.
So we've now heard from Survivor winners who were a management consultant, an attorney, and a TV reporter, all professions that hinge on direct communication and relationship building.
Now, one of the more common professions among Survivor winners is protective services. That's according to an analysis from the Bureau of Labor Statistics. Protective services includes cops, firefighters, and security guards. And in fact, one of the two people who have won Survivor twice came from this background.
So this seems pretty intuitive, when you think about the physical stamina and survival skills needed to thrive on a desert island.
Yeah, you don't learn those in podcasting.
My mic lifting muscles are getting pretty strong.
Okay, but Darian, here's a plot twist. The BLS says the most common profession for a Survivor winner is actually management. Boardroom folks and executives, CEOs and VPs. Plus people like Survivor 13 winner Yul Kwan, the former management consultant.
Survivor is basically a show about group dynamics and interpersonal relationships. It's about interacting with other people and influencing them, forging alliances and getting people aligned behind a goal and a strategy and executing against it. And that's basically what management is.
And Yul told our producer Vito that those management skills were especially crucial in negotiations.
Being able to understand when people are responding due to pressure as opposed to how they would normally behave if they were in character. And then using that in the context of negotiations and just trying to make sure, hey, you know what? Let's lower the temperature in this room.
Have there been any moments in your professional life where you've been like, oh man, if I were on Survivor, here's how I would deal with this?
You mean if I could vote this person off the island, I would? Yeah, sure. If I could have a secret hidden vote and just be all right, this person is gone from ever having to deal with this person.
Do you like his idea for a new kind of 360 review, Darian?
That does sound terrifying. I'm quite happy with my catch-ups with my manager.
No, light the torches. We're holding a vote, Darian.
And that's also why perhaps that Yul prefers most of the time the real world.
I'm so glad the world doesn't work like this. I'm so glad the world is one where, people fundamentally cooperate with one another, want to help one another, give each other the benefit of the doubt, and we actually get ahead by working together.
It's an inspiring message.
Yeah, that's like our show. Maybe someone should do a reality show about our team.
Yeah, Indicator Island, you're armed with 2 microphones and the truth.
I'll start packing my tote bag. It's not too late to come see Planet Money live on our book tour. We've still got a bunch of stops to make, including Portland, Los Angeles, and Chicago, where I'll be. Go to planetmoneybook.com for tickets, details, and dates. This episode was produced by Vito Emanuel and engineered by Kwesi Lee. It was fact-checked by Sarah Juarez and edited by Julia Ritchie. The editor of the show is Kate Kincannon, and The Indicator is a production of NPR.
This message comes from Grainger. For the ones who get it done, Grainger offers the professional-grade products you need to get the job done. With fast delivery and access to technical product experts ready to help you meet any challenge. Call, click Grainger.com, or just stop by. This message comes from Lisa. Lisa isn't just about sleep, it's about impact. They work with local nonprofits across the U.S. to donate thousands of mattresses each year to families in need, with over 43,000 mattresses donated to date, and are committed to eco-friendly materials and sustainable manufacturing practices. Visit Lisa.com for 20% off today. Plus, get an extra $50 off with promo code NPR. That's LEESA.com, promo code NPR.